Parts of a computer, lesson 1. By the end of this lesson, you should describe the main parts of a computer. There are many ways in which the word computer may be expressed or defined. At this level, we may define a computer as an electronic device that can be programmed to store, retrieve, and process data. Computers work things out for us. We can use computers to do different tasks like creating pictures and text documents, play music, video games, recording, and many other things. In the world where technology is advancing on a daily basis, there are many types of computers. They come in different shapes and sizes. All computers are made up of two main parts, that is, hardware and software. The hardware and software work together to form the computer system. Hardware is the physical parts of the computer system, while the software is the operating system and all programs that control and instruct the computer what to do. As we have seen already, hardware is made up of all parts of the computer system that you can see and touch. Some examples of hardware are monitor, keyboard, and the mouse. Let's discuss the hardware in details. We will start by looking at the monitor. The monitor is a screen on which the computer shows information. It can show or display text, pictures, videos, and other information. A monitor is also called a visual display unit, or VDU. The keyboard is made up of keys that you press to enter instructions and characters like text and numbers into the computer system. The layout of a standard keyboard is called QWERTY. This name comes from the order of the first 6 letters on the keyboard. These are Q, W, E, R, T, and Y. The keyboard also has the function keys, numbers from 0 to 9, control key, spacebar, all letters of the alphabet, and special character keys. A mouse is also part of computer hardware. It is a pointing device that is linked to the computer. The mouse is linked to a cursor, which is part of software. When you move it, the mouse commands the computer to move the cursor in different positions and directions on the screen. The mouse and the cursor work together to help you navigate things to work with on the computer screen. You can also use the mouse to drag or move pictures, videos, documents, folders, and so on. The system unit is the major part of computer hardware. It is also called the case or computer tower. All important parts of the computer hardware, such as the central processor unit, CPU, the random access memory, RAM, power supply unit, PSU, and the fan are enclosed inside the case. The case protects the internal parts of the computer hardware against damage. It also helps in providing the cooling system to the internal parts of the computer while it is working. Another main part of the computer hardware is the motherboard. It is the main circuit board of the computer. Almost all internal hardware parts of the computer are plugged or connected into the motherboard. Therefore, all instructions you give to the computer passes through the motherboard to the CPU. The central processor or processing unit, CPU, is one of the major parts of the computer hardware. It is a powerful microchip, which is the brain of the computer. It executes instructions and performs computing. It is also called the processor. The random access memory, RAM, stores data that the computer uses to do tasks while you are using it. The RAM needs constant flow of electricity or power in order for it to function. It does not keep power when the computer is switched off. The circuit board of the RAM is plugged into the motherboard. Lastly, let's discuss the power supply unit, PSU. It is another important part of the computer hardware that is housed in the case. The main function of the PSU is to change electricity from the source into a form that is usable to all internal parts of the computer. Activity. Number 1, make a list of all hardware parts of the computer system that we have discussed in this lesson. Number 2, describe each hardware part of the computer system you listed in question 1. Summary. In this lesson, you learned about the hardware parts of the computer system. These are monitor, keyboard, mouse, system unit, motherboard, central processor unit, random access memory, and the power supply unit.